Holy shit! Oh my.
Seems the landscape has had just a slight change. But make no mistakes, the threat's still the same, boys. December 10th in Monongah. Seems the odds are stacked against Billy and myself. But that's nothing new for guys like us. Guys that came from nothing. Guys who are considered nothing. But we're not no more. Because now the Murder is your RSW Tag Team Champions. These titles are in the now, and me and Billy intend to keep them there. There's not a damn thing any tag team can do to prevent prophecy from finding its day. I'll see you boys then.
Spooky Lou Carbon Barker, joined by my wonderful co-host, Mr. Lawrence. Today, oh my goodness, what an opportunity. A man that's been shining like a diamond. You see him in the top, the one and only member of the Murder, Brother Duzan. How you doing, my man?
Oh, doing good. Doing good.
Good. So glad to have you on. So glad to have you on. You have really been shining lately. Every show, at the end of the show, folks are talking about Brother Duzan. How does that feel for you kind of coming into your own here in 2022?
It's been crazy, wild. I never would have dreamt that I would have had this much traction, but I'm grateful. Very grateful.
Hell, I'm grateful. Lawrence, you grateful?
Oh, bro, I'm grateful. I love watching you. You're entertaining, bro.
Yeah, you can go. We started the year as Danger Cat, right?
Yep.
And that just Billy Knox said, hell with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's showing me there was a better opportunity out there.
How important was? What'd you say?
I said RSW, the roster pretty much treated me like their punching bag, and just gave me the enlightenment that there was so much more to me than to hide behind a mask and take the ass beatings every week.
Yeah, hell with that. So it sounds like it was. How important was it to you to join the Murder, Billy Knox, to accept you in, to join this group? What did that do for you as far as the man behind the character? What did that do for you?
I mean, got to see what it already has done for me in my career. Billy's just, and he is the light onto my feet. He has lit my career up.
For sure. And it looks like you guys are kind of invoking the Freebird rule. The Flyers are showing you going into that gauntlet match with Billy as the tag team champions. It was him and Phineas that won them, but I see you at the championship. It looks like you're going into this title match on the 10th. Am I right?
That's right. Sometimes plans change, but the threat is still the same at the end of the day. And the Murder's going to prove that December 10th.
Hey, it's smart, man. You guys aren't the first to do it. You know, the Freebirds did it recently. The New Day, hell yeah, keep them on their toes, especially when the odds are stacked against you in a gauntlet match. My God, the opponents you guys got coming up: Brotherly Love, the Violent Party, the Unappreciated. What do you think of these guys you got to step in the ring with?
All talented, all talented. I just don't think they're ready for what me and Billy have in store.
For sure. What do you think about this gauntlet match coming up, Lawrence? What kind of questions you got?
Oh, I'm super excited, man. I just want to first off say, man, for a second, man, I really do enjoy watching you wrestle, man. Like, I got to see you a couple times now, and man, can you take some bumps, bro? My God. Bro, when I saw that guy from the end throw you, I think that was that the first Fairmont State show, Spook? He almost threw him into that chick's lap in the front row.
You sure that wasn't Phineas?
No, bro, it was Duzan. You have a slight video on it where you like Duzan gets launched. Don't you remember?
Well, that was yeah, that wasn't the end though. That was at
Oh, it
the
wasn't the
second
end.
show we went to. No, it was two
Anyway,
guys through him.
yeah. Anyway, I digress. Like that
Yeah.
was crazy. And then when I watched like Gannon powerbomb your ass, bro, that shit was with like intention. Like I thought he was trying to put you through the mat, bro. Like you can take a hell of a bump, man. You are so entertaining to watch. So incredibly gifted, man. Like it got the luchador shit going with the Hurricane Ranas and shit, man. I'm definitely so to answer this question in a long ways and kind of give you some love is that I'm highly looking forward to this. I'm gonna tell you, you got some teams pretty much claiming they're gonna beat your ass. I'm just saying,
Oh yeah.
watch your back.
And to kind of piggyback off what he said, I've been saying your RSW Spike Dudley, but better because yeah, you can take a bump and you come back.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great. That's great.
Yep.
And you can take them all day and get your ass kicked. But I didn't see Spike Dudley doing these hurricanranas and all these flashy, crazy run up and do a moonsault out of nowhere. You were so quick at Fairmont State. I missed you running up the turnbuckle and doing a moonsault, man. I was like, what the hell? I looked away for 1 second, and he was literally not in my eye view, and he had done the move. Like, you're quick. So
Yeah, you're real quick.
on that, did you have cruiserweight influences growing up? Did you look up to these guys?
Yeah, especially the smaller guys like Rey Mysterio. Obviously, I look up to.
Mm-hmm.
He's a legend. Like, God, he's so good. People like Pac,
Yeah.
Ray Phoenix, like they're just so fucking good, and they're people I try to take from.
The Ultimo Dragon, baby.
Ultimo Dragon, yes.
Ultimo
Oh, yeah.
Dragon, come on.
Ultimo's still doing it here and there, so hell yeah. Hell yeah. But now we got Brother Duzan. We got our own. And
Hell yeah.
I mean, like I say, Rich, you might not be aware, he started as Danger Cat. And he was in a mask. And
Okay.
he had a match with Billy. Maybe we'll show some clips after the episode here. And Billy just decided, nope, I'm going to have to unmask you, and you're going to have to join the murder. And here we are. So what kind of effect did that have on you?
I mean, it did wonders for my wrestling career. I mean, I'm champion now. I'm getting booked more. Yeah, joining the murders just really catapulted my career.
For sure. You were trained at the RSW Academy, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we haven't really ventured out into the wild yet, but what other promotions would you like to work for if you got the phone call?
Really any. Like, I'm not picky. I love to wrestle. That's all I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have an opportunity to, I'm going to try my best to get there to make it happen. So it's just anyone that hits me up and says, hey, I got a show. As long as I have a ride, I'll be there.
I feel you on that. I feel you if anybody does. As a matter of fact, to kind of go behind the curtain a little bit, me and you both without vehicles, we had a car ride together recently to a show. Me and you was shoot, you was pretty quiet, man. You was just sitting there chilling the whole car ride. I've talked to you more in this interview than I did on that 4-hour car ride. So it kind of seems like you're a quiet, keep to yourself kind of person. Am I right?
Yeah, I don't talk much. I'm very antisocial.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, people give Brock Lesnar shit because he doesn't interact with people. He just lives in his little farm. It's like, I get that. I just want to live in my little apartment and be left alone half the time.
I feel it. That's me. That's me, man. Believe me, I'm definitely coming out of my comfort zone lately, but you do it for what you love, man. And you can tell you love the business. You can tell you love what you're doing because you're working your ass off. So I'll shoot it back over to Rich if he has any more questions while I check these fan questions on the Facebook, and we'll fire some of those at you here in a minute.
I have to think of some questions as the podcast goes on, but I did want to say that I kind of remember the Danger Cat thing because I think Marcus had mentioned that. Spooky, he mentioned it in a podcast. He's like, "Oh, I always know him as Danger Cat," and I'm like, "Danger Cat? Who the fuck's Danger Cat?" Like, I didn't realize what your persona was at first, but I'm glad that you joined the murder because clearly you're uber fucking talented. And I'm just gonna tell you, like, just keep striving, man. The idea of will you get a call to me is more like when you'll get a call. Like it's going to happen. You'll definitely go beyond RSW, but for the time being, as an RSW fan, I'm really happy to see that you're doing so well. And it just seems like to me, like the Danger Cat thing, you just kind of needed that catalyst, right? That little bit of drive, and I think Billy's provided you that. And I'm glad to see that you're part of like a family now, and it's family oriented, and you feel like now you really belong, right? Versus where maybe you didn't feel the belong so much. So that's awesome, man. And like I said, I highly enjoy watching you wrestle, and I can't wait to fucking watch you again, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it's crazy.
I'll drink to that.
And it's funny you mentioned Marcus because he did come in with a question here, and actually, you'll see. Will we ever see you fly? Wait. Will we ever see you fly solo again? And is there a chance that Danger Cat could be back in the future?
One thing I learned from wrestling is never say never. There's a possibility.
Okay.
But right now, I belong with the murder. That's where my heart lies. That's where my loyalty lies.
Hell yeah. What's some of the things, if you can, what are you guys plotting for 2023?
Good.
Just taking over RSW.
I think you guys kind of already have. I think folks are going to see when these year-end awards hit and stuff that you guys have definitely left your mark on the West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio scene in 2023 or 2022. You guys should be very proud of what you've accomplished.
Yeah, believe me, Spooky and I have talked about that quite a bit after multiple events that we've gone to and watched you guys, and how it just kind of felt like towards the tail end of this year, it's like the year of the murder. But it's kind of unfair because it's only a couple months left. But I really believe in 2023, man, it's going to be the year of the murder. For real. You guys are taking over.
You don't see the things, like, especially when you're living it, you're doing it. It takes you stepping back and just watching everything. It's like, oh gosh, like, fuck, we really did something tonight.
Yeah.
It's so unreal.
Fairmont State, you guys kind of had your own section. How did that feel? All those people chanting Duzan and just going nuts for you, man. Nuts.
Wild. Crazy. I didn't have words.
Yeah. Especially after getting thrown in 2 rows back and then immediately taking a move on the apron there. The hardest part of the ring, by God. Whew. Well, we do have more.
Have a question. I do have a question real quick. I'm just curious, like, how long you been in the game, so to speak? Because you look like a very, very young person doing this.
I think I've been training with RSW since 2019.
Okay.
So
okay.
I've just not been used a lot.
I got you.
No one's fault but my own.
Okay.
Okay.
How old are you, man?
I'm 24.
20 what?
24.
24. Okay. Damn, all these young people we got on here, bro.
Yeah.
Make me feel old as shit.
No, they think we're young too, so it's cool.
I still look young, but I ain't young, bro. I'm 50.
What?
Yeah, I'm serious. I'll show you my ID next time I see you in the next show. You won't believe it, but I'm 50.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We do have more fan questions coming in. Well, we'll call this fellow wrestler questions, I guess. Dustin Alexander, he has 3, so I'll go ahead and shoot one out right now. What made you choose the murder?
I don't know if I chose the murder or the murderer chose me.
Yeah.
I just don't know if Billy saw something in me. It just took off from that match in Mannington.
Amazing match. Amazing match. Between me and you and the listeners, a spot in that match was considered to be nominated for OMG Moment of the Year. So that's how good that match was. There was just so many other moments that it just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
and I'll tell you, Duzan, from a fan, from a fan's perspective, not even just within like the murder, like we see something in you too. Trust me. It's not just the murder that sees shit in you. We see shit in you too. You're going places.
For sure, for sure. Oh yeah, I mean, and obviously we're not the only ones. You could listen to that Fairmont State crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin Alexander also asked, "What are your roots in wrestling?" So I would assume what made you fall in love with it. What's your roots?
I can't remember. I remember the earliest like memory I have watching wrestling was Tajiri versus Chris Benoit. It was like an ECW rules match.
Okay.
And just seeing that, I fell in love with Benoit. I fell in love with Tajiri.
Yeah.
And then I just started watching wrestling every week. My grandma started buying me figures, and I just became a fanboy ever since.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck Chris Benoit, but Tajiri, yeah.
Mhm.
Him and Super Crazy used to tear it up in ECW. I'm still watching Tajiri whenever I can. He has a new book out. Buy his book. One more from Dustin Alexander. What's next in the Almost Death World Tour?
One of those things you gotta wait and find out.
No. You ain't giving us no scoops, man. The murder's kind of tight-lipped lately. They're kind of tight-lipped. They're scheming, Rich. I can tell you that. The murder is scheming. I can't get answers out of nobody. I'm trying. Billy Knox even being a dickhead to me sometimes just for no reason, man. And I'm like, man, it's me. I ain't buying your bullshit. Okay, let's shoot on to another question here. What moment made him decide I want to become a wrestler? So we know when you fell in love, but when you say, I think I'm going to give that a shot?
I think it was just a lot that went on in my life. And I just thought it'd be silly not to give it a shot. Like, I don't know. It's something I always wanted to do, and I really like if I didn't at least attempt it, I know it was something I'd just be probably laying on my deathbed one day regretting. Like, why didn't I just give it another shot?
We're glad you did. We're damn glad you did. All right, and final fan question, also from Dakota Steyer. What was your thoughts when you were flying through the air in the four-way match?
Fuck.
Yeah.
After I like hit the ground, the first thing I did was wiggle my fingers and my toes. then I gave game to Iggy. I was like, all right, we're good.
Wow.
I was just, as long as I was good in that moment, fuck it.
Okay.
Show me go on.
Did you feel it the next day?
Oh yeah, I felt it like hours early, like just hours later. It sucked. I was like, God, my fucking shoulder sucked.
Wow.
I think your first thought was a perfect way to answer the question. Just one word: fuck it. That's what I thought. Fuck it.
No, I really thought you were done. Even if you weren't legit injured, I said they wrote him out of the match. He's going to the back, and then I legit thought that. That was a damn impressive performance. I said it that night on the podcast. A breakout performance that showed the world who Brother Duzan is, and you're on a roll ever since. So hell yeah, we go into new.
Oh, go ahead, buddy.
Oh, I was going to just say after that we go into New Kin, another fire ass four-way, and I know you saw the footage, Rich. What was your thoughts on that match? Those guys in New Kensington.
That's exactly what I was going to say too. Is just kind of piggybacking off what you said. Like New Ken is where like I really got blown away. To be honest, like I saw kind of the progression, and when I watched it at New Ken, like I was like, wow, man, this dude for real.
Yeah, how'd you feel about that one?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the match. It was put together fast, but it is what it was. I think we killed it, all of us.
For sure. First time in there, I know it had to have been your first time mixing it up with Jason Hendricks because that was his RSW debut. You guys had a little bit of back and forth. You had, of course, Gannon Green throwing you around, Frat Daddy doing his thing. Out of those three guys, who would you like to have a singles matchup with?
Gannon.
Oh, my.
Really? Wow.
What was you saying?
I like wrestling like the bigger guys. I think they give me more of a challenge. There's just so many more opportunities, so much to do in a match with a bigger guy, especially Gannon's size.
Damn.
So,
Going
Gannon's
Well,
probably one guy
you,
that work.
we recently did a podcast with Gannon, and I'll have you know, because I've become such a fan of yours, I did ask him to stop trying to fucking kill you in the ring, bro.
And it goes to show the balls on Duzan calling out the biggest
Mm.
dude, the biggest, angriest dude in the match. So hopefully we get that
Damn.
sooner than later. At Fairmont State, we saw you and Gannon work together for a little bit.
Mhm.
That was pretty wild. What was it like going outside the murder comfort zone and working with somebody else?
I was just looking to put as much pain on my opponents as I could, possibly get an opportunity to pin them. I didn't really matter who I worked with. I was just there to get the job done.
Okay, I
Didn't
got
work
you.
out, but
Well, and you guys were doing it to it. You were definitely doing it to it. If you had the opportunity, we're having some special show where we got this $1 million donation, and Tim can book whoever he wants. And he asked you guys who you want to work against on the indie scene. They can't be signed. Who would the dream opponent be?
that's hard. That's a hard question.
It doesn't have
Never
to just be one.
Uh,
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
Andrew
Sorry,
Powell-
guys. I'm losing the feed for you for some reason.
Okay, you're good. I'm
All
sorry. Go
right.
ahead.
I'll jump right back in, guys.
Okay. Fuck me. Go ahead, Duzan.
I think a guy like Andrew Palace would be really cool to work.
Hell yeah, yeah. That'd be a fun one. Definitely. He's a hell of a entertainer. He can go in the ring. So
Super. Yeah.
yeah, that'd be cool. Well, what about if the day comes you're leaving RSW and you get up to the big leagues? Let's get to the big leagues. Who would you like to face on a bigger scale if the opportunity would arise?
Probably dark horse here. I'd say Matt Seidel.
Okay.
He's probably like my dream opponent.
Hell
And
yeah.
AEW is like my shooting goal. That's
Okay.
where I want to end up eventually. So I think Matt Seidel would be my dream opponent.
Hell yeah. I like it. Matt Seidel. Yeah, that would be an awesome match. I don't know if you Rich, Matt Seidel was also Evan Bourne in WWE, if that name rings a bell.
Okay. Yeah.
Tag team champions with Kofi Kingston. So that'd be
Kofi
awesome.
Kingston, yeah.
You got any questions for the main man, Duzan?
Let me think. Yeah, I got a question for you. The current state of wrestling now, or the Attitude Era, what do you choose?
I really wasn't around for the Attitude Era,
Mm,
but like
okay.
I go back and I watch it. I
Mm,
want to watch all types of wrestling. So
okay.
it's hard because I can find things from the Attitude Era that I love, and I can find things from the modern era that I love.
Right.
But if I had to choose, I'd probably go the Attitude Era.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
television for sure.
I'm telling you, and I say it on every podcast right now, and what we're going into is going to blow the Attitude Era out of the water. I promise you.
Mhm.
There's hungrier guys, there's more talented guys, and go back and watch some Attitude Era. The matches were 3 minutes with no decisive finish, not a lot of work put into the match. It was all titties and milk and what have you. It was all a bunch of hoorah. Now we've got talent. Now we've got drive. Now we've got good people. And you guys, mark my words. And again, it's more accessible now. There's more to watch. You can watch independents from West Virginia or Nebraska or some country you never even heard of. So just mark my words. It's definitely going to be bigger and better than ever. I guarantee you. And Duzan's going to be a part of that. Again, 2023, I keep saying it's going to be the crazy year, but it's definitely going to be a crazy, crazy year. Do you know? Are you going to be working the show up in New Ken on the December 16th?
Not heard anything, but I
Okay.
mean it's just a possibility.
Got you. Got you. Yeah, because that's a kind of a last minute deal that was just decided, so didn't know if you were aware. I know it's going to be an awesome show.
Oh
The Pittsburgh crew, the guys we see in New Ken, your Remy LeVay's, your MV Youngs, your TME, all Brotherly Love, all the Pittsburgh crew. Out of those, who do you think you'd have a fun match with?
I think Remy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want to work Remy.
Hell
He's just
yeah.
good.
Have you checked out his new album?
No, I have not.
Oh man, well that's setting up the match. That's heat right there. That sets up the match right there, man. Oh no.
What you mean you ain't listening to my album? I'm gonna kick your ass in the ring.
Okay, so once you get that internet title, you can always cash it in for a world title shot. Let's just collect all the gold. What do you think about Zeke Mercer?
Oh, Zeke. I'd love to work Zeke. He's very talented. Hell of a champion. I don't know. It's just one of those things you have to wait and see where the cards go.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd be happy to wrestle anyone, anywhere, anytime, as long as it's booked. We can make it happen.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We know you've been training since 2019. When did you get the opportunity to have your first match? And if you can, tell us the story about having your first match and what was going through your mind and how that played out for you.
All right. So my first match was in Cleveland, Ohio. And it was kind of kept a secret from me because I think they feared if they told me, like, this is my first match, I would have got really anxiety-ridden and nervous and just not even showed up, which, fair. I am a very anxious person, so I had to work Chris LaRusso.
Oh.
First match ever as Danger Cat. It went good, great, one of my favorite matches ever. It was wild. I did it, put all the nerves to the side. Chris helped me through the match. So as soon as it was over, relief was done. That's pretty much it.
Got you. And I mean, you was kind of thrown through the sharks right out the gate, Chris LaRusso. That's a name in my book.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Before I was even on like a wrestler, before I was even training, I used to go to like the shows, and he was one of the guys I'd watch. So I was just kind of in that moment, like, holy shit! Back when I was 16, I was watching this guy wrestle. Now I'm in the ring with him.
Yeah.
So I had those moments throughout.
Okay. For sure. Did anybody else you stepped in the ring with? Were you just like, oh man, I used to watch this guy, now I'm working him?
I took a choke slam from Congo Kong.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was
Wow.
something I watched on Impact, watched on the Indies before he went to Impact.
Ooh. Okay, and Congo Kong's a beast. I'm sure that felt great.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, I just want to interject here for a second and say to the wonderful host of this thing, Spooky, since you got your voice in Tim Cross's ear, as you say, I'm intrigued by this Remy versus Duzan match, sir. I think you put that voice in his ear and try to make that thing happen.
Yeah, I think,
I'd love to see that. That'd be a hell of a match.
For sure. For sure. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on. It seems like I'm just kind of a voice nowadays. I'm trying to get this webcam to work. I hate to just be a voice while Lawrence is kind of holding it down with the video part here. We're going to get me on here on video eventually. It's just, the folks at RSW were kind enough to give me a webcam. We're just having some technical difficulties, and I wasn't going to hold up Duzan while I tried to figure out why the hell this thing isn't working. So coming soon, 2023 gives us something to look forward to. I got a little top secret project we're working on. Ain't nobody knows about but me and a couple other people. We got something crazy coming down the pike. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I don't even know what it is.
No, nobody knows but me and actually, honestly, one other person. So you'll see. You'll see before the end of the year. Duzan, I'm thinking what to throw at you, man. I definitely appreciate your time. You're a tag team champion. You're part of the hottest group in wrestling right now.
Mhm.
So you got to be feeling good. Did you think that it would get to this level?
No, not at all.
No?
Not at all.
We're fucking
I'm
happy
just
for you. Show us that
Thanks.
belt.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
looking pretty shiny.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Okay, well let's do it this way. Let's talk about this match coming December 10th. Tag team gauntlet match. Let's do it team by team. Number 1, the Violent Party. These dudes just killed it on the last podcast. Cracked me up. What's your opinion on both those guys?
Oh, it did. Very talented. I can't wait to work both of them because I never got to work either one before. So that's something I'm looking forward to.
Hell yeah. Like you said, super talented. The experience is there, the talent's there. Then we got Brotherly Love. These dudes just hit the scene rocking and rolling. Always just entertaining as hell. Fun team to watch. How do you feel about these guys?
Oh, like you said, they're very entertaining. I love watching them. Can't wait to lock up with them.
Hell.
Definitely going to be a treat, for sure.
They might even walk into that gauntlet match. They've got a match. We're recording this on December 3rd. They've got a match tonight in IWC for the tag team titles. So they could be winning titles tonight and coming in for your RSW tag team championships.
Oh, they could try.
They can try. I like
Great
it.
answer.
And then last but not least, man, if anybody's on the roll, the Unappreciated's on a hell of a roll. This is the threat, in my opinion. If they're going to get their appreciation before the year's over. As much as I may not like the guys and they've thrown my heart in the garbage and set it on fire, what do you think about the Unappreciated?
Oh, I think they're just two guys that are just desperate for that attention, and they're just barking up the wrong tree to get that attention.
Okay. If you get your, let's say Bake interferes in the match, and he's in the ring, and it's just you and him. What do you do to Bake?
I don't know. Everything in the ring happens with a flip of a switch, so once I flip it, God knows what happens.
I say Hurricane Rana his ass.
Right out the ring.
Right out the ring.
Well,
Good.
he might think twice about interfering now.
Oh, yeah. Those guys are talented, too, and they're out to prove a point.
Yeah.
So they're not anyone that me and Billy's going to take lightly.
Good. Don't take them lightly because, like you said, yes, A, they are talented, and B, they've shown they'll do what they got to do to get the win. They're dirty fuckers. So
watch for foreign objects.
Yes. Maybe bring your own foreign object if you have to. There you go. Yep, he got it.
There you go.
That's a perk of being a champion right there.
Oh, yeah.
Lawrence, you got any questions? What's on your mind?
I'm kind of tapped today. I can't really think of much, man, to be honest. I try to be as upbeat as possible, man, but I've been kind of dealing with toothache today. So.
Oh, I wouldn't even be doing this shit with a toothache.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, brother, you know I love you and I'm dedicated, man. I'm gonna hop on here anytime I can. So, you know, I only denied your invite one time since we started this. So.
Well, Duzan, I'll share a personal story with you here, and we'll take it for what it is. I had the craziest dream last night about Lawrence, and then we'll get back to you, I promise.
Oh, shit.
I don't understand what this is, but
this is crazy.
This is a real-life video game we're in, and we were on a pirate ship, and it was a video game, and it was an arcade game because I had to get tokens, and you got a random weapon every time you put in a token. Well, Lawrence is throwing fucking meteors, flaming fucking balls at me, and I'm ducking all around this pirate ship. Well, finally, I got a trumpet, and I whizzed that thing down these steps, and I cracked Lawrence right in the back of the head, and he went down. He's, oh, fuck. I hit him in the back of the head with a trumpet. And I quit playing the game, man. I felt terrible after I cracked him in the head with that trumpet. So maybe that's why he has a toothache today.
Good chance.
Yeah, he texted that shit to me when I was at work today, and I got to say, I'm going to reiterate what I said to him when I responded. I said, bro, how the fuck did you avoid all my meteors? Like, I was hitting you with a meteor shower. Was you using a cheat code, you cheating fuck? Stop having weird video game dreams about me. It's fucking weird, dude.
I don't know. That's for the listeners that have stayed on this interview for a half hour. That was my weird dream last
Hey,
night.
I will say this before we completely jump off. If you don't mind, Duzan, if we're not taking you away from something, one thing that we usually ask guests, and I'm surprised that Spooky kind of missed this, is like, what kind of like road stories? Do you have some like really cool road stories that you can share with the listeners?
Oh, yeah,
And certainly share with me as a fan that I've never heard.
Make it as long as you can. We still got a half hour here.
Guys, if not, this is going to be the shortest podcast we've ever done. For real. I was like, man, it's like 32 minutes.
Yeah.
We're out of fucking shit to say.
Shit. Yeah, I've not really traveled that much to have a good road story, or nothing really happened.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the shows and go home.
Okay.
I've not really had that moment yet.
Okay.
Gotcha.
What about like proudest moment, like meeting one of your heroes or something like that? Not even necessarily working them, but even just meeting someone, some kind of shit like that.
Let's see. Meeting someone. I really don't know.
He's still starting out, you know. He's still
Yeah, I got you.
yeah.
And I keep to myself a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
I barely approach anyone unless it's to shake their hand.
Mm.
You know, so I try to stay out of everyone's way as much as possible.
Gotcha.
Who trained you at the RSW Academy?
TJ Phillips. He was the guy that trained me at first.
Gotcha. And then who
Okay.
kind of tightened everything up after that?
Tristan, I believe, Tim got to be the new trainer for RSW.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been picking up where he left off.
Okay. I got you. And obviously they knew what they were doing. You know, I say it all the time, the proof's in the pudding. You can look at him go. He's going, by goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. They taught me so much. Like, when I went into RSW, I thought, I know a lot about wrestling. I didn't know dick about anything. Like, even putting on wrist tape, there was a way to do it. That way you didn't cut off your blood circulation or it was too tight. And I was like, oh, well, things that I just learned. It's little things, but things I keep with me now. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And besides the wrestling knowledge, what else has this experience taught you as far as life stuff?
Just to give it a go. Anything that you want to pursue, give it a go. Like, you don't really know how far it's going to go, but it could fucking take off. Like, my wrestling now, like a year ago, I was ready to quit. I wasn't getting booked. I wasn't doing anything. I just got really down on myself, so I was like, it's not worth it. I'm racking my own mind. I don't know. I just know if I would have quit, I would have kicked myself and never would have had the opportunities that I do now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. And as RSW, we know is like your home, and you said like you've not wrestled anywhere outside of RSW. Am I correct on that or no?
I wrestled at AON.
Okay.
Okay.
With Billy and PA. This was like a month or so ago.
Okay.
Me and him went up there and wrestled Freak Show, which is their tag team.
Okay. Cool. Well, more opportunities wait you, brother Duzan, for sure.
Freak Show gonna be fighting our boys the Saturday Night Special and another team tonight up in PA.
Yep.
Well, you better tell me how to watch that match, there, Spooky.
AON, man, I have no clue how to watch their stuff. When I don't know, then I don't know. I don't know. If I don't know, who knows? You know I'm on
Okay.
top of this type of deal.
Oh, I know that you are.
It looks like they got a good thing going up there, but I can't get eyes on it. So, AON, if you're listening, man, come on, put something on YouTube or something, man. Get the footage out there. Hell, I want to see them against Freak Show. I want to see the murder against Freak Show. So, yeah, I'm talking shit. Shut me up. Put the footage out. Let's do it. It's a good time, man. Independent wrestling, especially on the independent level, it's magic stuff, man. It's a brotherhood. When the show's happening, it's magic. And I appreciate you saying, just don't give up. Pursue your dreams, because I'm like you. A year ago, I wasn't doing shit. I hadn't even gave up. I just wasn't doing shit. And then here we are today, talking to a tag team champion. Hadn't talked to this guy at the bottom for years. Just all fell into place. We're doing RSW. RSW doing great. We're it's awesome, man. It is. It's fucking it's awesome what's going on this year. And like I say, I think it's just a taste for all of us, all three of us sitting here. This is just kind of getting us warmed up, and next year it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild.
It's that whole thing that we always preach on the podcast, man. It's all about living your dreams is one thing, but living with no regrets, right? Because like he said, like you said, and I can that resonates with me too. Obviously, with having started my own YouTube channel and shit like that, like if you don't do it and you don't pursue it, how successful do you know that you're going to be at anything?
Right.
The only people that fail at anything are the people that don't try.
Yep.
You got to try. You know what I mean?
Yep. I least attempt it.
Yep.
And you never know. You never know. Like I say, Duzan in Mannington, Danger Cat, months later, just mere months later, the whole crowd's chanting your name loud. Just loud and proud, by God. And up for moment of the year. Let's say you already got the tag titles. Let's say you win RSW Year End Award moment. Oh my God, moment of the year. How do you celebrate that? How does one treat himself when he wins a wrestling award?
Bowl of DMT.
Okay.
Beard, I don't know. I think December 10th belongs to the murder.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely going to be a murder house. I don't know. Everything's happening quickly, and it's just unreal to me. Everything's unreal to me, especially when I take a step back. It's like, damn, like I can't believe I was a part of that, or I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's awesome.
Well, as kind of like a year in review for 2022, as we're nearing the end of the year, I got a question for you, actually. What was a match in particular that stood out in your mind this year that you're like, man, that was a banger? What was the one match Duzan was like, man, that was a banger?
That I was a part of?
Or whether you were a part of or weren't a part of.
Oh, okay. Probably the Billy Knox, Zach Myers dog collar match.
Okay.
I thought that match was brutal and just off the wall. I love it.
Yeah, that was a damn good one.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And while we're still talking about what a year, and we didn't think we'd be here, and just the opportunities and how crazy it's been, let's all take a second to thank Tim Cross for what he's done for all of us.
Oh,
Tim, yeah. I mean, he's a life changer to so many people, and can't say enough good things. How's your and Tim's Cross's relationship been through the years, Duzan?
Neutral, I guess. I don't really talk to him as much as other people do, but that's with anybody. I don't really talk to anybody.
Yeah.
But I think me and Tim have a really good relationship. I mean, I'm trying to do things on my end here to better RSW. Like there's a building down here in Grafton that no wrestling company is allowed to run out of anymore. It's called the Social Center. It's an old basketball gym. But right now, I have a guy who's the ex-mayor of Grafton. He also used to be my old landlord. He's pulling right now so we can have a show in Grafton. and I got people that was willing to sponsor us who came to me and said, like, if you give me Tim's information, I'd love to sponsor a show. These are things I've not came to Tim about yet because I was actually going to go meet him today and talk to him about it. But I'm trying my best to be a good business partner with him.
For sure. For sure. And I'll go ahead and, since you're letting cats out of the bag and patting yourself on the shoulder, as you should, I think you you sold a few tickets to this Mononga's show as well. Made up the tickets himself, Rich. And
No
sold them.
shit.
How many tickets you sell, Duzan?
Give me a second.
Wait till you see this. You're going to shit.
This is Tim's money I have for ticket sales.
Damn.
Dude.
Wow.
This is just me making the tickets myself, going to
Wow.
people and saying, like, you wanted to watch me wrestle, this is your opportunity. I'm going to be here, you know, and people ate it up. I asked him if it was all right to produce the tickets because I didn't want to step on any toes.
Yeah.
Give me the green light, so. Yeah, I've been
Dude,
selling
that's what's up. That's
packing
what's
up
up.
the house for the murder.
You've sold
Oh, yeah.
in the neighborhood on your own of at least 50 that I'm aware of. Am I right?
I think I'm sold close to 30 out of the 50, but I still got other sales pending right now.
Okay.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got like $2 here in Tim money for tickets alone.
Man, this guy's like trying to book new venues. He's making
Yeah.
and selling the tickets. Like he's doing it all, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Good
For
on
sure.
you, man. Good on you. Because, you know, a lot of guys, especially the older talent, I've been hearing a lot of stories on the podcast lately of wrestlers just showing up, getting their money, doing a couple moves, and dipping. Hell no.
Mhm.
Duzan's busting his ass, getting his ass busted, making
Mhm.
up tickets, booking venues, selling tickets. Props to you, man. Props to you. Respect the brother Duzan.
Oh yeah, it just shows how hungry he is, man. You know what I mean? He's hungry. You gotta feed this man.
Hell yeah. Hell
I'm
yeah,
not
man.
doing
So,
this just for me. I'm trying to do this for the boys too.
Right. Well, no, I didn't mean to make it sound like just you, but it clearly shows how hungry you are as an individual. But obviously, it's for a family. You know what I mean? Like I get that.
For everybody. I'm trying to get a spot open here in Grafton for everybody. So,
Oh yeah, dude.
that's awesome. And that's another thing about RSW. I say it all the time, but it is a family. And it is a bunch of guys that believe in the product and believe in the other wrestlers. So let's go into that. Besides the murder, Billy Knox, Phineas, Evelyn Sage, who else do you think? I mean, they all could. But next year, who could be on TV out of RSW?
I think Zeke has a really good opportunity, good chance.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him just skyrocketing within the next year or so. Let's see. I think Paulie and Gannon, I think they're big together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they can make moves to the big leagues.
For sure. For sure.
There's some new people that have potential, a lot of potential, talented people. I'd love to see everyone at the top.
For sure. Hell yeah. I mean, like I said, anybody could, and, you know, there's part of me that wants to keep everybody in RSW to make RSW the biggest and greatest promotion in the world. And talking about Zeke and him blowing up, opportunities there next Saturday, or Saturday after next, whenever the Enjoy show is. That's what I'm trying to get to. Zeke's been booked for Enjoy, so that's going to get eyes on Zeke Mercer. Then we're off to the races, I guarantee you.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this has been WrestleRoni. We're dipping into the final lap here. Any words to the fans that you'd like to give out to them?
Just keep doing what you're doing. Support the murder, you know.
Hell yeah.
All I can say, really.
Makes sense, though. Lawrence, you got any final questions? Comments?
I have one.
concerns?
I actually have one final question. I was just thinking about this. Where we talked about who you think might be on TV next year. I've got a really good question for you. Do you, as a member of the murder, with a voice in Billy's head, perhaps, Are you guys looking at recruiting and maybe adding another member to the murder? Is there someone on the roster that maybe you'd be like, you know what, Billy, we should look at this guy, bring him into the flock, so to speak?
I think that's a Billy choice.
Okay.
I think Billy makes all the decisions for the murder.
Okay.
He's the guy. He's never strayed any of us wrong. But I don't think we're like in the business to say no. We're not going to take anyone in.
Okay.
Billy does what's best for that person, and if he sees
Okay.
potential, or maybe this guy can go further with his guidance, I guarantee he's going to take him in.
Mm-hmm.
Give him that same love that he gives.
Okay.
us.
Is there anyone specifically that Brother Duzan is kind of looking at, like, maybe this guy would be a good family member?
Paulie. He's an
Okay. Wow, Paulie in the murder. You heard it here first. Holy shit. Hugs for everybody.
Dark horse one, but yeah.
Okay.
I like that. That's wild right there. That's wild. Paulie does the old heel turn. Oh man, the kid's crying. Oh, let's make
oh my
it
God, they
happen.
would cry so hard. Oh my God,
Hell
they would
yeah.
cry so bad.
That's a nice what if scenario there. I can fantasy book that shit all day. That's fun.
Ooh.
That's good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, man. This has been a blast. Definitely an opportunity that I don't take for granted, Duzan. I know you're a guy that keeps to himself, but I know why you're doing it. I know you want to get the murder out there. I know you want to get RSW out there. You're doing more good than you know, than you even know. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep killing it. And as I always tell my listeners, pursue your dreams. Be kind to each other. Don't take no shit. Know who the fuck you are. Be you to the best that you can be you. And, this is another WrestleRoni for the books in my book, Lawrence. What do you think? You think we can bust out another good one?
I think this is a really good one. I was so happy to be able to jump in and be a part of this, even with the messed up tooth. So
Yeah, I
appreciate
appreciate your sacrifices as well, sir, because when I got the tooth problems, I'm down for the count. You ain't fucking with me.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah.
They suck.
I hope you get some drugs. I know you don't do drugs, but it helps. So, you know.
I got Advil, and I got some I don't know, that shit that you numb your mouth with or something, dental shit from work, and I got gargle with salt water, man. That usually fixes it. So
Damn, you're going to end us on a downer. Duzan, bring us back up before we go, man. What kind of words? I've already asked you what you got for the fans. What's Duzan think about Duzan right now? If you could go back and talk to 14-year-old, 16-year-old Duzan, what would you tell him?
Fuck what people tell you. Fuck what people said. That this is like you're on the right road. Just keep fucking going. That's what I would tell myself over and over again. That's the things I still need to hear to this day. Because I find myself in doubt where I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I'm not doing anything for the murder. Maybe I'm not doing anything for RSW. Maybe my wrestling, like, there's times where I'm like, I can say I did it, but I know I'd look back to it and not be happy if I quit. So just keep fucking going.
There you go.
damn. I think that's a great way to end the podcast. That should be like the name of the podcast. Keep fucking going with Brother Duzan.
There you go.
That
will be the title. Let's do it.
I love it. Yeah, let's do it. Keep fucking going. That's a good title.
Keep fucking going. It's been WrestleRoni, Spooky Lou, Lawrence, Tag Team Champion, Brother Duzan of the Murder. Stay tuned. December 10th, come on out and see us at Monongah. And if you can't make it there, at least watch the year-end awards. And rumor has it, if you can't make it to that Monongah show, we might just have it up to you on a very special occasion. You never know. So, Spooky Lou, Brother Duzan, and Brother Lawrence as well, I thank you both for your sacrifices in and out of the ring. I thank you guys for being you. Duzan, fuck what the people say, fuck what you tell yourself on occasion. You're the fucking shit, and I'll fucking be the first to vouch for you. We love you. We love the listeners. Be kind to each other. Live your life. Live your dreams. Enjoy your holidays, motherfucker. Keep fucking going, baby.
Going. I love it.